Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina is where we're at here today for the NNSCRA Mello Racing Series. As we are down to the nitty-gritty here. As we're down to, well, counting this race, we have 8 races left to go on the season. And the battle for the championship is now heated up to, well, it's getting plenty tight right now. I should say. Cole Deaver's the points that are coming into this event, though, but the fast closing Joshua Osborne is now 5 points behind him in second place after Joshua's big win at Bristol, the last race on the tour. So let's see what happens here today at Darlington, South Carolina, as we're here today for the next race on the tour. On the pole it is Jesse Turner, though, in car number 99, the Armored Food Lion Chevrolet. He's alongside Kyle Matthews in 52, the 3-time winner so far this season in the AC Delco Chevrolet. Second row has New Hampshire winner. It is Keith Batson in car 1, the Baby Ruth Ford, and Cole Deaver in car 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He is the 3-time winner so far this season. Third row has Levi McIntyre. He won Nashville this season in the Rose's Discount Stores Buick, car number 6, and he'll be alongside Jessica Shelton in number 11, the Budweiser Ford. She won the Goodies 300 at Daytona. Next row down has car 08. It is Charles Sanford in the DeWalt Tool Chevrolet. And number 2, Dylan Young in the DuPont Chevrolet car is alongside. Dylan has one of our in-car cameras in today's event. Our second in-car camera will ride inside Johnny Gardner's car. Car 44 to Slim Jim Chevrolet, and car 32 it is Seth Cole in the Nestle Crunch Pontiac. Next row down has car number 63, the second place driver in the points, Joshua Osborne in Escapade ST Pontiac car 63. He has our third in-car camera. He'll be alongside cars number 8. It is Sebastian Kukulon in a TIC Financial Oldsmobile. Next row down has car 4, William Brock. He won at Pikes Peak this season. He'll be alongside 63, Arthur Xavier in the Delco Voyager Chevrolet. Next row down has car 27, Carter Friesen, and number 87, that is James Henry alongside. Next, we're down to Emmanuel Harden at number 5, the Innkeeper Buick. He'll be alongside car 72, John Andrews in the Detroit Gasket Oldsmobile. Next, we're down has Kat Batson, 20th Texaco Haviland Ford, and she'll be flanked by the winner IRP this season. It is Kev Shearer in the Ford Credit Recovery Release Ford Thunderbird. Next, we're down is car 7, Dustin Bowen, the Skull Bandit Buick. He'll be alongside car 45, the Molly Black Gold Chevrolet of Joshua Michaels. Next, we're down Chloe Owen in 55, the Luxair Heating and Air Conditioning Ford. She'll be flanked by car number 92. It is Nathan Ormond at the wheel of the Stanley Tool Chevrolet. Next, we're down has car 48, Mitchell Collins in a Staff America Oldsmobile, and number 75, Food Country Oldsmobile of Jacob Sturgeon. A unique helicopter view right there. Next, we're down has car number 25, 2-time winner season so far, Phil Parker in the Fast Fair Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside car 21, Quentin Moore. He won at Myrtle Beach this season, the Cheerwine Ford. Next we're down is car 31. It is Carson Gum in the Channel Lock Tools Oldsmobile. He'll be flanked by car 60. It is Nathan Hudson in the Winn-Dixie Ford. Next we're down, Gene Sanford in the Hungry Jack Pillsbury Buick, car 34. She'll be alongside car 40, Julius Anderson in the Purix Style Ford. Next we're down has Jeremiah Dwayne, the First Aid Sports Drinks Oldsmobile, car 20, and he'll be alongside car 36, the Cox's Dry Treated Lumbers Pontiac of Ryan George. Next we're down has Jackson Haywood in the Carolina Ford Dealers Ford, car 01, and number 46, Paul Minnick in the Polaroid Chevrolet. Next we're down Justin Dearborn in the AC Delco Chevrolet. He'll be alongside car number 0, then in Michigan Markets Skull Classic Oldsmobile of Jacob Thibodeau. And starting shotgun, he'll be Austin Colano in the FDP Brake Chevrolet car number 9. He'll be alongside Ryan Brommer in car 59, the Alliance Truck Parts Oldsmobile. So the field lined up. So the field of 40 cars lined up here at Darlington as we are set to go racing here on this racetrack. It is 37 laps here today. Next race on the tour after this will be at Richmond. Then is the next race on the tour after that. So that'll be the next to the last short race on the short track, at least, I believe. Here comes Command the Fire the Engines here at Darlington.
3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Again, Joshua Osborne, Johnny Gardner, and Dylan Young will all have our in-car cameras in today's event. here at Darlington as the field rolls off of pit road. Remaining races of the season, of course, Darlington is happening right now. Next race after this will be at Richmond. Then after Richmond will be Dover. Then South Boston is after Dover. That's the last race on the short track this season. And after South Boston, we go to Charlotte next on the tour for the Mello Yello 300. Then after that will be Rockingham. Then after Rockingham will be Phoenix, and then the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That's the finale this season. As the field comes off the pit road. Actually, I should say the Charlotte race actually is the All Pro Auto Parts 300 at Charlotte for that race. Jesse Turner has the pole for this event here at qualifying with a speed of 171 miles an hour. We were in the 160s the last time we was at Darlington, so these cars have sped up the last time since the last time we raced here. The track is maybe a little over 1.3 miles in length, though, but the speeds are really, really fast here. Here and they call this track the Track 2 Tut Entertainment. I have a feeling you may see why as this 37 laps ensues. The green flag is about to fly, and we are underway here at Darlington. Jesse Turner and Kyle Matthews on the front row, and here we go. .40 V6 engines revved up and ready to go here as they come off turn number 2. Jesse Turner has the lead. Here comes Keith Batson to the low side. As Batson takes the low side, he'll take the lead here as well. The man who won at New Hampshire this season. Levi McIntyre trying to follow behind in second position as they come off turn number 4. And Batson leads the first lap, and McIntyre gives Jesse Turner a bit of a shove here as they come up into turn number 1. Charles Sanders is going to try for third position. In the meantime, Joshua Osborne's already gotten by Cole Deaver. Cole, I'm sure, getting plenty frustrated about all this, about how things are going on right now in this series, because he is at one time had a huge points lead coming out of this event, coming here at Darlington, and Osborne's crashed. He spun with Matthews and I can't think of who that was with him, but so caution number 1's already flown here at Darlington, and Gene Sanders on pit road in 34. And that was number 2 in the points there, Joshua Osborne, and he had close to the points to get to within just 5 points of Cole Deaver coming out of Bristol, and then this happens to him. And Joshua was on a high after winning at Bristol too. Nonetheless, after having won 3 times this season, and adding on to also his wins at Talladega and Milwaukee. Here's what happened there. Jesse Turner was coming off the wall there a little bit, comes back down the wall into Kyle Matthews and Osborne, and then takes Seth Cole with him in the 32. And Dylan Young and William Brock both did a good job missing the 63 car. There's where Seth Cole pulling away. Oh, and there's where the other half of the crash here, Carson Gunn got into Osborne's car and about crashed right into a couple other cars. I think Julius Anderson and Phil Parker were 2 of them that he almost crashed into. And there's the damaged up number 31 there, back end tore up on that Oldsmobile. On board with Joshua Osborne. Joshua able to get his car to start back up here. And I don't know how much of a hit Kyle Matthews and a couple others took in that whole deal as well. Let's take a look at from him and Seth Cole's perspective. There you see again, right there. There's where Matthews was the one who Jesse Turner got into, and then sent him right into Osborne's car. There's Seth Cole. Boy, just Seth's car just pancaked right into the driver's side wall. I'm sure Seth's going to be feeling that after this. Is going to be feeling that in the morning. And Matthews into the wall himself, though. Not much damage to the Kyle Matthews car. There's where Osborne right there. He got the second spin after getting hit by Carson Gum. So much can happen at Darlington, and that pretty much is all the more proof. So Levi McIntyre's leading the race here, and we are getting word Joshua Osborne is actually out of the race in the 38th position, as well as Carson Gum. So Carson's hit was a bit too much for Osborne's car to overcome. And my Fraps is jumping all over the place. I don't know what's going on here. Jean Samper is 3 laps down. She's back on the racetrack. And I don't know what Jean Samper's doing right there. She's trying to pick on her brother Charles, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. So reset the field for you here. Levi McIntyre leads the race. Second position is Charles Samper. Third is Keith Batson. Fourth right now is Johnny Gardner. Jesse Turner's fifth. Cole Deaver. If he only knows that Osborne's out of the race, so he may gain back what he lost there coming out of Bristol, obviously. In all this, Deaver runs 6th at the moment. Osborne's out of the race in 39th position. So that's going to be the... So we'll see how much points that Cole will gain after this race. Jessica Shelton is in 7th position. 8th position is Dylan Young. 9th, William Brock. And Carter Friesen right now runs in 10th position. As the field comes off turn number 4, Jean Samper will try to get one of her 3 laps back. As the field comes off turn number 4 here, Levi McIntyre leads him down. The green flag back out. Well, and we're back underway here at Darlington. So... so it looks like you're going to get a pretty choppy video here at Darlington, looks like. So yeah. McIntyre leads, and here comes Samper to the low side for the lead here as they go through turns 1 and 2. On board with Johnny Gardner in car 44. And now from Dylan Young's in-car cameras, he's runs in 8th position. Up ahead is Jessica Shelton in 7th. And you're looking from Dylan Young's point of view as Charles Emmons now taking the lead away from Levi McIntyre. And William Brock gets off the wall a little bit, as does Carter Friesen as they come off turn number 4. Down through turns 1 and 2, Cole Deaver begins to roll on the low side, and here comes Keith Batson. He's got the lead now. And here comes Johnny Gardner's going to try to go for it himself in the 44 car as they go into turn number 3. Boy, some good racing we're having here at Darlington here as they come off turn number 4. As you see the cars, as the rest of the field coming up behind them. And now Johnny Gardner goes to the number 1 spot now, and Jesse Turner's right behind him. Deaver in the 3 car. Number 2 car, Dylan Young looks low on Batson now. Shelton's following behind him. Off turn number 4, Jesse Turner looks for the number 1 spot now in car number 99. And he brings Cole Deaver with him in the 3 machine. Deaver taking the Dale Earnhardt colors to the low side now. So as he looks to the low side for the number 1 spot, he's got it. So Cole Deaver could add insult to injury to Osborne by getting 5 bonus points for leading a lap, and he does. The rest of the field kind of falling way back here. I don't know what's going on here at Darlington there. Arthur Xavier leads this pack of cars. He's in 9th position. 10th is Carter Brazen. Sebastian Kukulon running in 11th position. 12th is Emmanuel Hartnett, and Dustin Bowen is up there. Seth Cole and Kyle Matthews trying to pinch their way through the field now. Seth, the last time by, running and being clocked in 14th position. Matthews in 15th. And now Kyle's up the high side now. John Andrews dips low. Matthews, Hartnett, and Chloe Owen all on the high side of the track. And here comes Carter Brazen for 9th position as he and Sebastian Kukulon go at it. And now Brazen dips low, and they're going to hang Arthur Xavier out to dry in the Delco Voyager Chevy. Back to the leaders here. Jessica Shelton had the lead the last time by. McIntyre to the low side. Does not lead that lap. Shelton does, and here comes McIntyre back again for the lead. And now Gardner looks low on Charles Sanford. And bear in mind also with Joshua Osborne out of the race, Charles Sanford can also gain points on him. Sanford, I should say, was 115 back of the lead coming into Darlington, so he's got a chance to make us some points. And now McIntyre gets off the wall. Wall scrapes come off turn number 3 and 4. And now Gardner and Dylan Young both slip to the lead, and here comes Keith Batson's on the low side. That's for the 3rd position. Seth Cole, meantime, he's driving like a man possessed, and you see Sebastian Kukulon coming off the wall a little bit. Now Kyle Matthews trying to dip low on John Andrews for position. Let's see, Andrews was clocked in the 12th position. Matthews running 13th at the moment. And now Emmanuel Hartnett goes low on the track here. Hartnett in car number 5. That's the yellow and red Buick to the low side of the blue Pontiac. And well, Andrews and Hartnett got a little cozy coming in turn number 1, and here comes Matthews to the low side as he gets the draft off Hartnett's car. Matthews says, "I'm not wasting any time." He moves to the low side, and now he'll crack the top 10 now. So, damaged up car and all, Kyle Matthews making a run for it in the AC Delco Chevy in the number 52. 19 laps in the books here at Darlington's, and we are down to 18 to go. Cab Shear, by the way, is they called it the Cab Shear a lap car as he gets put a lap down. Shearer, that time by running in 37th position. So the 38 car is now not on the lead lap of this race. Meantime, Keith Batson led the last time by. Jessica Shelton now takes the lead in car number 11. She's won at Darlington before, and the yellow flag's flown for the second time today. It's Nathan Orman in number 92 that's crashed. Orman was running 25th when this all happened. As the yellow flag flies, Jessica Shelton will win the race back to the start-finish line. And now Kev Shearer's trapped the lap down, unfortunately for him, as the and Orman's coming with a beat on somebody apparently in that number 92 machine. It could be the 03 car, I don't know, but yeah, but the 03 car's also got some damage to the hood of the Delco Voyager Chevy. Well, Orman is actually just running 16th when this all happened. This is caution number 2 happening here at Darlington as they come through turns 3 and 4. Orman slides up the high side apparently. Nope. Xavier got into Hartnett's car and sends him right into Ormond off turn number 4. And several cars playing a game of where do I go when I get there, as several cars just missed them. Phil Parker, Gene Samper, and a couple others. And Arthur, I thought he was going to come back and just hit Orman's car. Well, he does hit Orman's car, so apparently Arthur not pleased with what Orman did to him. I'm sure Nathan not real pleased with the hit that Xavier gave him. So tempers flaring here at the track 256, which that's quite expected, I will imagine. But so all this happening with about 14 laps to go, we will now have 12 laps to go when this race gets back under green. And Arthur Xavier is now out of the race here, so Orman's still in apparently. 2 cars not on the lead lap. It's Kev Shearer in 38 and who's a lap down in 37th and 36th position, and Gene Semmer who's 3 laps down in 37th. So Gene Semmer, unless she's got a car that can go about 1,500 miles an hour, she will not, if there is such a car, will not make up those 2 laps to get past Shearer. So, but stranger things have happened there. Shearer could knock himself right. Shearer could get involved in some stupid crashing and maybe knock himself out of the race. Who knows? But well, to Gene's mind, that's who knows. But anyway, let's get back with the race. It's Jessica Shelton leading. Second is Jesse Turner. Third position right now is Charles Sanford. Fourth position is Keith Batson. Fifth is Levi McIntyre. Sixth is Cole Deaver. Seventh is Johnny Gardner. Eighth, Dylan Young. Ninth is Kyle Matthews. And 10th position is Seth Cole. As the green flag flies, we're back underway here at Darlington with now 12 laps to go. Lap number 26. Charles makes a move to the low side of the track here. Here he comes inside of Jesse Turner. Now Turner goes to the inside of Shelton for position. And Jess gets a little bit off the wall. Come off turn number 4, and she manages to maintain control. And McIntyre gets turned by Johnny Gardner. Johnny Gardner spun Levi McIntyre right out. Come off turn number 4. That's caution number 3 coming out here on lap number 27. Well, McIntyre also rode the wall, as it looked like in the 6th machine, and now Johnny Gardner, unbeknownst to McIntyre, is going to freaking... Yeah, McIntyre gets off the wall. Didn't know Gardner was there, and so actually I was a little bit hasty. I said Gardner spun McIntyre out, but apparently there's a situation where somebody didn't know one car was down there, and McIntyre backs that car right into the wall, so the back end of that little Buick LeSabre all tore up. So Levi was running, I believe, in 7th position when this all happened here, and he's now he came across the start finish line in 9th, so he didn't cost him really all that much. So, but we are in a single file restart here at Darlington Raceway as we're on lap number, as we'll get the green flag on lap number 31. So we will have 7 laps remaining when this race restarts here. We set the field for you. Jesse Turner leads. Second position is Charles Sanford. Third is Keith Batson. Fourth right now is Jessica Shelton. Fifth position right now is Cole Deaver. Then sixth position is Dylan Young. Eighth is Kyle Matthews. Ninth right now is eighth position. Seventh is Kyle Matthews. Eighth is Johnny Gardner. Ninth is Levi McIntyre. And 10th is Seth Cole. That's how they run at the moment. Then Dustin Boland is 11th. Joshua Michaels 12th. John Andrews 13th. Quentin Moore 14th. Chloe Owen 15th. 16th position right now is Bill Parker. 17th is Jeremiah Dwayne. 18th Sebastian Kukulon, 19th Julius Anderson, and 20th is Mitchell Collins as the green flag. But as the green flag will fly, we'll back underway at Darlington with now 7 laps remaining, excuse me. Charles Sanford to the low side of Turner as he goes for the lead. Off turn number 4, Sanford comes to the inside of Jesse Turner, but Charles does not have any help. And he gives Keith Batson a bit of a shove now into turn number 1, and Charles Sanford goes to the lead now. And here comes Shelton, here comes Deaver. Into turn number 3 they go. Sanford back out in front. Here comes Shelton to the low side for the lead. Does not do it. These two battled out, you remember, at Michigan, and it was Sanford who won it by about a half a car length over Jessica Shelton that day. Charles has won twice. He won at Hickory, and he also won at Michigan. Shelton won the Goodies 300 down in Daytona. While Devers won 3 times this season and going for the Darlington sweep. He won this track. He also won Richmond, and he also won Bristol. And Jesse Turner gets off the wall a little bit off turn number 4. And Batson saves it. And now it's Jessica Shelton to the lead, but here comes Cole Deaver to the low side. Car number 3, the Goodwrench Chevy. And the yellow flag's flown again. This is a race for the win. Colt as Phil Parker and has spun. Here comes Stevens to the low side of Shelton for the win. Off to number 4 they come. Who wins the race to the line? Devers on the low side. Shelton on the high side. Shelton wins the race back to the line over Colt Deaver. And if that's the case, Jessica Shelton's your winner with Devers second. Third is Dylan Young. And caution number 4 flying with I think it was 4 laps to go in the race. And again, Gene Simmer off the wall a little bit, going through 3 and 4 here. That's been the thing that's caused all the caution flags to fly. And Phil Parker gets right into Sanford's car and gets right into the 20 car, I should say, of Jeremiah Dwayne. And sent the 25 car spinning a little bit into turn number 1, so that caused the yellow flag to fly for the 4th time here today. So it looks like this race will not get restarted here at Darlington. So the yellow and white flags will both wave. Emmanuel Hartnett out of the race as well too. In the 5 car, I think apparently we saw maybe an unscheduled pit stop here about maybe a caution flag before last, but. So 34 cars will finish on the lead lap in this race here, but taking the white flag, Jessica Shelton looks like it's going to be your winner here at Darlington here this season. It'll be her second victory of the season. Cole Deaver A much needed points today, though, because I mean, I'm sure he would like to have won the race, obviously, but oh, the points harvest he's going to get, though, with Joshua Osborne out of the race and finishing in 39th position. And Deaver will finish second. That was the last news I'm sure Osborne wanted to hear for the championship. But Richmond can possibly even things out. Who knows? Deaver will finish second, by the way. Third will go to Dylan Young. Fourth place will go to Johnny Gardner. Charles Sanford will finish fifth. Sixth position to Kyle Matthews after coming back from a spin earlier in the race. And also kudos to Seth Cole coming up from a spin to finish 10th, finishing 7, 8, and 9. Where Levi McIntyre, who also came from a spin, he finishes 7th. Jesse Turner 8th, and Keith Batson saved the car after a near spin, and he ends up finishing 9th. Seth Cole, mentioned, was finishing 10th. Dustin Bowen 11th. 12th will go to Joshua Michaels. 13th will go to John Andrews. 14th to Quentin Moore. 15th to Chloe Owen. 16th will go to Jeremiah Dwayne. 17th will be Sebastian Kukalon. Julius Anderson 18th. 19th will go to Carter Freese. And then 20th will be Justin Dearborn in the 15 machine. That's how they will finish. In the top 20, we'll give you the rest of the finishing order as the after checker flag falls. But off to number 4 day comes. She won the Goodies 300 this season at Daytona, and now she's won the other D. She's won on the second D track of the tour. As it comes to start finish line, Jessica Shelton wins here at Darlington, her second victory of the season. She pretty much had to earn the first one at Daytona, but the second one pretty much coming. Well, she actually had to earn that one too, because I mean, you think about it, Cole Deaver was a half a car behind her at the start finish line when the caution flag flew for this race. So rest of the finishing order for you here today. 21st will go to Ryan Brommer, Mitchell Collins 22nd, Nathan Orman 23rd, and then Paul Minnick, Jacob Thibodeau, excuse me, William Brock, Jacob Sturgeon, James Henry, Ryan George, and Austin Colano the top 30. Then Jason Haywood, Nathan Hudson, and Phil Parker was the last finisher on the lead lap in 33rd position. Cap Shearer was the lap down in 34th. And Kat Batson had a header failure. She ends up finishing 35th. Jean Sanford, the last car to finish in 36th position. She was 3 laps down. Emmanuel Harden, Arthur Xavier, the big name of this bunch, Joshua Osborne, and Carson Gum. And Carson Gum is a shame for him, too, because he had a pretty good run going on, too. But that's the story from Darlington, South Carolina here. And congratulations again to Jessica Shelton, your winner here today, as that was her second victory of the season. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming channel. We got everything on the show. We got NNSCRA Gaming, but whatever person on the NNSCRA Subtitle desires for his channel. And be sure to check out our other series, including the NNSCRA Pedigree Xfinity series, the Duracell Cup series, and the Boas Are All Pro series, all on this channel. And to keep up on the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series, be sure to subscribe to Thrashman 899's channel, and he'll get you going on that series as well. So some of the best offline series stuff is under the NNSCRA umbrella, as well as online as well, and you will not regret checking either one out. So that will do it for Darlington, South Carolina. For now, this is James Qualls, the production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you at Richmond.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?